On February 22nd, 2012, Marie Catherine Colvin, an American journalist who works as a foreign affairs correspondent for the British newspaper The Sunday Times from 1985, died whilst covering the siege of Homs in Syria. In July 2016, lawyers representing Colvin's family filed a civil action against the government of the Syrian Arab Republic, claiming they had obtained proof that the Syrian government had directly ordered her assassination, leading to a judge finding the Syrian government guilty for assassination in early 2019, awarding Colvin's family $302 million in damages, of which I sadly doubt that they will ever see a single penny. A Private War tells her story, starting 11 years before that fateful day, and features a career best performance from one of Britain's best working actresses, who, after starting a career in the Bond movie that almost killed James Bond movies, and starring in the greatest anti-date movie of all time, has sadly developed a knack of starring in terribly worthy films that fail to catch light with either critics or audiences. Most, I don't even think, get a wide release. Which is a shame, as here she shows that she's an amazing actress in an amazing film, which will fail to catch light with audiences, and whilst it's burning well with us critics, although I will never understand why Pike has not received a Best Actress nod, she's just that damn good. Although, I'm not too sure about the random full frontal nude scene that just comes out of nowhere, doesn't add to character development or develop the story, and well, just seems to be there to be a full frontal nude scene. But even leaving that aside, this is a true film of an incredible woman made a living by going places where governments would rather she didn't, and reporting on things they would rather keep quiet. Such an action costs her an eye, and the psychological effects of seeing so much unrelenting horror are portrayed in unflinching detail. This is no glossy film with uplifting music. Instead, it's gritty as something like this should be, in following a reporter who went to places and talked to people that I would run away from as fast as I could. Unfortunately, as Colvin is given so much development, everyone else is basically a one-note character. Her cameraman, who I don't think is even named in film, basically says, "You're crazy, you can't do that," over and over. Her editor basically says, "You're the best I've got but you're mad," 27 different ways over the course of the film, and her, cuddle buddy is also there. And these are some really solid actors, Stanley Tucci, Jamie Dornan and Tom Hollander amongst others, who are given nothing to do beyond build up the main character, which I don't really think they need to do because Pike delivers in spades. And that's pretty much my only complaint. No issue with the runtime or gripes about CGI, or even really that Colvin is presented to us fully formed. No childhood scenes or starting out in journalism. Instead, it's establishing the scene and then boom, off to the war zones we go. Sadly though, I don't think this is going to be seen by as many people as it should be, which is a shame, as I think in this era of fake news, we could use someone with such an authentic voice and passion for those whom sadly, it is far too easy to ignore. Colvin was a war reporter who didn't do military hardware, picking out guns or helicopters or artillery. She focused instead on what happens when metal hits flesh, the fate of women and children besieged, starved or fleeing. Rather than gathering stories, too often dismissed as soft, from survivors in refugee camps, she took extreme risks to document the horrors at the heart of conflict. "Maybe we feel the need to test ourselves more, to see how much we can take and survive," she wrote of female journalists. Summing up, A Private War is a warts and all portrayal of a woman who more of us should be able to name, being portrayed by an actress at the top of her game in an amazing film. And whilst I'm not normally the biggest fan of biopics, this has convinced me that this is a story that needed to be told, and I've even purchased some books to help me dig deeper into this person's life, which is more than Bohemian Rhapsody ever managed. Sadly though, A Private War is going to be loved by critics, given a few token award nods, and seen by maybe 10 people, which is an incredible shame. Weirdly, it also somehow set the world record for most cigarettes smoked in one movie. Somehow. Don't ask me. I just want you to drop everything and see it now. But what do you guys think? And what's been your favourite biopic of the last 10 years? Comment below, let me know. I'm Daniel. It's been a dunking. If you've enjoyed this video, please like, share and subscribe.